So there's no pavilion, which is obviously a massive barrier for the club. But because there's no pavilion, there's no youth provision at the moment. And if there's no youth provision, then there's nobody moving up through the ranks to keep the club going. Youth-wise, we didn't have any coaches. So my partner's now trained up as a coach, so he can now help with that. And sessions like this here at Conagear Park in half terms and school holidays keep the kids' activity and encouragement going, and keeping them involved is great.
It's going. How are we doing up the top, Malcolm? All right, good. Just constantly help them with that overarm throw. That distance we're trying to hit Shaz about waist high if we can. So just think about that arm position. And remember, if you throw with your right arm, most of you do, what you're doing with your left arm? Aim.
Well, I've been roped into trying as a cricket coach for the young, because they just don't have anyone to do it for any of the youngsters. So my kids are obviously really pleased that I would like to try and do it, and yeah, it's just great fun. It was something that I wouldn't have necessarily gone into, but Dave sort of persuaded me slightly, and then I saw what my kids quite enjoyed, and actually I remember playing it a bit from school. So yeah, it's just trying to get that interest and the sort of enthusiasm. Someone's got to start somewhere, so yeah.
So I'd love to see the youth provision come back, so they can have their matches back again, and so it's a regular weekly thing, because my daughter loves cricket, she's mad about it, so it'd be great to get that going for her. And I'm a district councillor, so I'm involved in actually getting the pavilion moving and helping that through the system, getting some funding and things for it, so hopefully that will happen soon.
Some of the challenges we face is not having a clubhouse, so the facilities, we literally have nothing, like barely running as a club. Obviously about 10 years ago when I was a youngster, it was unbelievable. Had cricket every Wednesday, Thursday, Saturdays also when I used to play on the adult team, and now I see nothing there at all. We're running on one adult team and one adult team on a Sunday, and no youth system at all. So I get to see none of the kids progressing with their cricket at Huntingdon also.
The main challenge at the moment is there's no youth real playing. There's not an awful lot of people sort of engaged with it. A lot of people don't know it really exists or whatever like that.
Thinking about cricket and what I've just said. Okay, so catching, we're looking at getting those hands into here. Kate's going to just throw me a couple of catches, waist high, underarming it to me, like that. Can you all see that?
Obviously I didn't play cricket, that's not my thing, I'm not very sporty. But my kids, they started, it was just coming out of all the lockdown stuff. So for them, it was great to get outside, to see some of their friends again, and to get some normality back in their lives. And then obviously the matches massively boosted their confidence. My daughter was only, 5 or 6 when she started. When she scored like a 4, she was buzzing for the rest of the week. You know, it was really great to see it.